Raising Arizona tells the story of Hi and Ed, a former con and a former cop, who upon finding out that they can't have children, decide to kidnap the baby of an unpainted furniture magnate and raise it as their own. Along the way, they come across several other groups trying to take the baby for their own reasons. Directed by brothers Joel and Ethan Coen, the film released in 1987 to positive reviews. So what makes this film so good? I'm Andrew, and today I'm going to figure that out.
3 ways. God damn it! You never leave a man behind!
The plot to Raising Arizona is fairly simple and almost entirely explained within the first 10 minutes. Hi and Ed can't have a baby, so they decide to kidnap one. It sticks to the basic plot points, but also manages to subvert our expectations on how they will happen. For example, the meeting of the goddess, who in this case is Ed, is shown within the first 2 minutes of the movie. Not only is that earlier than most movies would do it, but her introduction is, well, see for yourself.
Turn to the right!
What kind of name is Ed for a furry thing like you?
Short for Edwina. Turn to the right!
See? Not what you'd expect. And the whole movie is designed to play with your expectations of the characters. Another strong example of this is when the baby, Junior, is kidnapped by 2 characters who could be described as the villains of the movie. Now, when we first see it, we're expecting the characters' intentions to be cruel, probably holding the baby hostage. And they expect that too, until they realize they care about the baby, and they decide to raise it as their own. Not what we expected. And then the film takes it a step further. The characters go to rob a bank, and realize they still have the baby. One of them suggests to leave the baby in the car, and the other rebukes him. Makes sense, right? There could be a gunfight. But no. He rebukes him because the kid could be left in the car for hours. So what do? That's right. They take the baby into the bank robbery. And the whole movie works like this. Setup, expectation, deviating the expectation. The film also manages to stay just believable enough that you don't begin to expect the deviation.
I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got.
No.
The film's main use of symbolism is quite clever, using the main antagonist as a symbol for Hi's fears of what negative influences he could have on Junior. The night he takes Junior, he goes to sleep and has a dream about a biker named Smalls, who at this point is referred to as the lone biker of the apocalypse. Listen to this line.
He was especially hard on the little things, the helpless and the gentle creatures.
This is the first symbolism we see of his fears of being a father. This probably plays into his attempted abandonment of Ed and Junior later in the film. At the very end, Smalls acts as his fears personified by putting the baby in immediate danger, possibly even sending him into a life full of danger and crime. When Hi says I'm sorry before blowing up Smalls, he's really apologizing to Junior and destroying his corrupt and criminal ways. The Coen brothers are known for their well-directed cinematography, usually using Roger Deakins as their cinematographer. That being said, this movie, at points, can feel a little, well, flat. That's not an insult, it's just not up to their usual quality. It still looks nice, it's just not very creative. Of course, this is some of the earlier work coming out years before masterpieces like Fargo, No Country for Old Men, and Hail Caesar. Is it bad cinematography? No. In some cases, such as the chase scene, the movie even does quite well, using a style that is reminiscent of French New Wave. In a way, the more standard cinematography helps to make the more interesting shots stand out even more. The genius of the film is pointing you in one direction while simultaneously going in a different direction. The story frames itself as a paint-by-numbers comedy, and it can be taken as that, but it also has a deeper meaning. The cinematography forces you to expect simple shots, but then uses your expectations against you to highlight the eccentric. The film's greatest asset is diversion, and it uses it to its highest potential. I'm Andrew, and thanks for watching.